G'day, let's play some more of our Japanesy campaign in Hearts of Iron 4. We are going to really start trying to tool up for a war against the Soviet Union. They currently are doing their transformation of nature, which means pretty soon, probably in the next 8 months, around the turn of 39, they're going to do their war against Finland. Germany did the... actually, can't remember if they did the Molotov-Ribbentrop Act with the Soviet Union. I know they were heading towards that, but then... I remember seeing the pop-up to say they actually did it. So, Xinjiang have guys on our border. Mongolia are focusing over here rather than down here. Which means it's probably a good idea to get our guys down there instead. Yeah, doesn't matter. Alright, modification of government. Chief of the Air Force. Better air support. They're only specialists. Do we have anything here? Concealment. No. No. Alright, ace generation or ground support really is going to be the way to go. Alright, Mitsuo Fuchida, you're in. Interwar artillery's done, and we've just finished airbase expansion, so we're going to go reinforcing the Soviet border. Start trying to make them nervous. And improved artillery is a little ahead of time, but being able to make something earlier is always good. Improved infantry equipment, we'll then jump immediately into weapons too. Alright. Italy, I don't think are in the Axis yet. No. Still just an axis of one. Of course, the Daitwa Kaioaiken has Menkukuo, a puppet in it, because, you know, puppet joins your thing, it's a real thing, right? Now, logistically, infantry equipment's not too bad. Tanks, 35. Still not producing any SP. Why? Because it's all the way down the bottom. Or because we're still doing extra motorized. Well, making civilian factories. Going to repair one, make a couple. And then we do definitely want to keep pumping these out. I'm going to do it on the home islands first. All over there. They're fine. Jump on these, and then probably inland would be safer than the coast. And then the north would be safer than the south, perhaps. Islands down here and down here. I'm going to try not to go to war with the Allies at all. Where's Beijing green? Okay, that'll do. Now, 2 research. Breakthrough and soft attack. Perfect. And then 38. 38 is engineering. Already started it. Air Doctrine for battlefield support would be the way to go. Always seems to do that though. Operational integrity, sure. Fighter detection, air support. Yeah, we'll do that, but better weaponry and things. Support challenge is 39. Armor is 39 or 41. Artillery, we're doing. Land Doctrine, we're doing. We are actually running out of things we need to get done. I guess we'll do some of the resource gain. Try and do the oil. No. Chromium, steel and tungsten are all we're actually getting. Alright, oil doesn't matter. How are we doing on our boats? Looks like we have shifted to convoys and slowly adding in submarines. So actually make more sense the other way around. So we've got 510 spare convoys. But we could always do with more submarines. Okay. How many do we have? 54 submarines at the moment. A couple of different classes. Kaidai 6 class. Right. Kaichu Kaidai. Ko Otsu Haikata is 1940, long way away. Okay. So next up, reinforcement of the Soviet border. Get up to speed 5, not doing anything really until then. Still trying to pump out these guys and start trying to train some more tanks. Stick them in. Didn't work. Pop out down here. Try and add them in there. Go 5 at a time. Right, France has joined the Allies. We, unsurprisingly, have generated the most tension in the world when we did the Treaty of Kunming. Alright, so we'll get Mongolia turning to over pretty quickly. We get the Soviets. There's nobody else in the Comintern. Alright, modification. Chief of Air Force is going to be next, were they not? Could move towards democracy. Compassionate gentleman there. Monthly opinion. Border skirmish. Soviet victory. The Russians and their Mongolian lapdogs detected the build-up of our troops in Heilongjiang and responded with a large raid across the border before our preparations had been completed. Our forces were badly mauled in the intense skirmishing that followed before the two sides disengage. So, lose 30,000 manpower. We can soak that up. Get army experience. Get a research bonus for anti-tank. Not going to use that. Alright, reinforce the Soviet border. We then go for our northern expansion. And what are we looking at? Modification. Right. None of them. Chief of Air Force. Bad weather penalty reduction. Or night operations penalty. They're all just specialists. Decisive battle. Naval aviation. Yeah, let's go for a carrier guy. And then eventually, I don't know, might start doing ship range. No. Atlantic Fleet carrier armor. That's the way we're going to go. Okay. So, in 60 odd days, we can go to war with the Soviets. They are massively inferior now. Well, that's interesting. And how's he looking? Well, he's going to get patriotic war. Officer Purge is still really bad for him. It's only middle of 38. Alright, these look like regular infantry, perhaps? They are. HoI Shidun. Tank shortage, infantry are actually looking okay. In that case, another 20, and then they start running into support equipment shortages. Alright, there's our ground assault. So, next decision. We're going assault or infiltration? What is this one? Ground battle plan. Breakthrough. Alright, this seems to be all about speed, perhaps. This is more about recon. Land night attack. Supply consumption. Versus just well, better maximum planning. Don't tend to do that a lot though. I think we're going to go infiltration this time. Seems like a Pearl Harbor sort of way of doing it. Now the planes, we have not been manufacturing at all, have we? No. We need to start making these SP artillery. Next one out, we'll start doing it. We had the guy for that. Light tank 1 needs to be making light tank 2. We're short, but it's going to be okay. Halves it. Motorized towed artillery, we have not researched yet. Infantry equipment 1, alright. So it'd probably be a good idea to wait until we have improved artillery and the other one. Weapons 2. But that'll be a whole year away, so we'll start the war before that. I guess that the Russians probably don't have it either. Alright, ship design was going to be the Atlantic Fleet for the carriers. Well, this has carrier production cost reduction, reduced range and everything else. Defense fleet, no. Pacific Fleet gives carrier deck size, maximum range with reduced armor. We want them to be strong because I don't micro the fleets that much. How are we actually looking on this? It's only got the one, yeah. Alright. Just hold down the shift key when I'm not supposed to. Good. What do we got? Couple of days, mate. Less than a week. And actually, what are we doing after that? Northern expansion and then Imperial austerity. National unity. Division recovery rate. I guess that would be a good idea then. Alright, warrior traditions. For the recovery rate. Gives us a war goal against them and lasts 2 years. Take Vladivostok, North Sakhalin, Nikolaevsk, and Birobidzhan from the Soviets. Sounds good. Alright, let's go ahead and just declare this war. Japan has war goals. Yes, we do. Soviet Union, Mongolia, Tanutuva. Go for it. What's the worst that could happen? Well, I don't actually like that anymore. Just because some aren't in position. It's these new guys. And there is a fleet out there. So let's grab these guys. They will patrol for the fleet in the Sea of Japan and the Sea of Okhotsk. They'll be spread out to make sure that people don't catch these guys unaware. What do we have down here? Fighters who are actually working on defending the home islands. So we're going to keep them. It's where the bulk of our industry is. See all the Mongolian army. They can take things over. We'll just head over and screw them with these 10. What do they even have? Actually, they're going to be Russians, aren't they? Of course they are. They don't have much. But, yeah. Sooner we can possibly cut these guys off and then slaughter all of them, the better. Germans want to send 3 volunteers. We'll accept them. Victory! See Japan. So he has submarines and a couple of destroyers. We should have hopefully a ton of destroyers. Oleg Skobelev. Italy declared on Al... Really? Albania turned them down. That's surprising. They're guaranteed by the UK. So Italy's now at war with them and joined the Axis. Which gets Germany into the war against the UK. Soon. Or they're not going to accept. Alright. Looks like we're pushing out okay. He's going to take forever to do anything in the mountains over there. Albania joined the Allies. Soviet Union's font is very slowly shrinking. We do want to cut them off. Oh, he's come down this way. Forgot about that. Alright, Germans in Qinghai as Japan creeps up past Korea. Mongolia is shrinking. These guys are moving out. Good. Alright. Do they get to Sakhalin? They do. So somebody will go across the strait and find the guy that went and took South Sakhalin. Every time I look at this whole Sakhalin Peninsula thing, I think of the campaign in EU4 as the Manchu. Oh, God, that was annoying. Alright, now we're starting to get held back. few Russians in there. Soviets, sorry. He is suffering a little attrition. We hopefully won't. Alright, improved artillery. 1940 is a long way off. 39 is not. So we're going to go defensive. Modify the government with Chief of Air Force. What are you going to do? Night operations or bad weather? Well, night happens every day. Bad weather does not. So let's go for that. Expeditionary forces, we decline. At war with the Soviets, Mongolia, Tanu, yes. I think this is us actually pushing forward, not him. Well, it's the Germans pushing forward, obviously. But somebody needs to take advantage of that. Just see if we can go take the capital. Getting somebody. Alright, one of these guys to stop his organisation coming up. Now, Russian Far East and Manchuria. We are doing poorly in. Manchuria, not so much. We just don't have enough planes to actually take off. So we'll leave that how it is. And looks like we'll naturally cut these guys off anyway. Alright, computing machines and excavation, 38. Let's go for... that's 39. I think going ahead of time on factory stuff's always worthwhile. A lot of Soviets down there. And Xinjiang joined. I was wondering when they do that. So they're going to be a little annoying. Hopefully that one German... whatever it is. What are you, buddy? One German infantry. Hopefully we'll hold off the 6 of them. Looks like our front is going to come down this way anyway. Albania's capitulated, but Italy's still at war with their allies. Alright, infantry offensive gives us the breakthrough we need. And then tank organisation and tank other stuff that will keep pushing down. Alright, what are you standing there for? Alright, take along the lake. Tell me you are not just standing there doing nothing. Don't want to have to micro too much of this line. If we see really obvious stuff like that, we'll just do it as we see it. Now, you are attacking the wrong guys. Need to pinch them off first so they can't get back into Russia proper. These guys will then need to cut them off completely just so we can get the encirclement that much sooner. Although they're already running away. Okay. Get up into the mountains. Against 6 divisions, won't work. Alright, so these guys are cut off. They're all going to be pushed into the ocean at some point. They are ballsy enough to do a damn naval invasion. Alright, for military factories, we need, firstly, haven't done support equipment yet, we did artillery. Alright, improved artillery, light tanks and them. Shortest on light tanks, 400 days. Oh, the SP. Alright then. Going to be doing them next. And then, say there's a need. Alright. It's not looking too good there, so we'll kick up the next support equipment. And now we've found them. Alright. It's subs though. Thought it was a convoy. We just couldn't tell what it was. Alright. Surround our little buddy down here. Tell me somebody is marching into the empty land. It's our warrior traditions for division recovery rate. Divine Wind is kamikaze, so we don't want to do yet. So Imperial Austerity, so we can work through industrial and infrastructure. Fortress Japan, I mean, we'll do it. But that's where we start running out of stuff that's urgent for the Russian war. Soviet war. Alright, they are already moving in. Soviets pushed all the way down the line. Looks like they don't actually want to move forward though. So fine with that. Naval battle. Victory in the Sea of Japan. How did it go? Sank 1. And did we pick up something else? Spotter, superior tactician, blockade runner. Well, we chose him because he was a blockade runner. And the resistance. Soviets. The only ones. Good. Guangxi, Click, and all the rest of them are already ours. Got a nice wide thing going on here. And we're looking green across the board. I assume the Soviets are going to keep most of their army against Poland. Hopefully Germany will declare on them soon. He's moving his industry to the Urals, closer to the actual war that he's fighting. Alright, still looking green everywhere. Guess our guys aren't stupid enough to attack into areas like this. It's hills. Alright, Xinjiang's coming up. Now, Mongolia, we've got your capital. Need just a few more provinces, and we'll have him. This guy coming up through there. These guys finish defending, they can come down there and help. The Germans are just sitting back and watching. Right, that was a failure. If they all get out of there and push in. Ooh, and these guys are actually freaking veterans, that's awesome. Veterans who can have 80% planning bonus. Go and use it. Alright, that's a loss. But, government modification. Okay, limited exports. Let's go closed economy. And then the conscription isn't going to worry for a while. Extensive increases training time, so we'll stay on this until we literally run out of manpower. They are going the right way. AI is doing pretty well. Our AI, not theirs. Alright, heading towards Sakhalin. But we're going to need to stay careful. Although, as soon as we take that, we'll head up and grab this one, get the encirclement on the 18 over there. So his tanks aren't looking too good. There we go. Push directly. Counter-attack came in very fast. It's against the one guy with low organisation. And they're all going to take a long time. That's going to suck. If we grab all of these, send them up there. And what's your problem? They actually may have just lost whatever thing they were attacking on, so we'll throw them this way and try and tell them to just go down there. Alright, the resistance shouldn't really be an issue. It's weird that it goes down there. I don't think of it starting that far away. Alright, they want to send us another 3. Actually, I think you're supposed to not be able to send them. No, Germany didn't join the war. In the Axis, he's sending both of us troops. But he didn't actually join the Italian war against the Allies. It's alright. Alright, if he's going to do that, we're going to go ahead and counter-attack, force him back. And then we can just push in. Get rid of 22 Soviet divisions. Imperial austerity. Right. Industrial effort. looking not too bad. So I'm going to take a short break here. When we come back, we will try and figure out what the Germans are going to do after the Memel thing. They should be pretty much ready for the war against Poland, and then after that, maybe they'll go to war with the Soviets, which means we want to get as much land as we can before they do. So, thanks for watching. See you soon.